What if I told you, sometimes the most loyal people are the first ones to be thrown away, and sometimes the most dangerous ones are the ones who make themselves look useful? This is not just a story about a rich man and two cats. This is a story about loyalty, intelligence, and a painful truth about human nature. A truth that might make you question who you trust, who you value, and who you might be taking for granted right now. Listen carefully, because by the end of this story, you may never see loyalty the same way again. Once upon a time, there lived a very rich landlord. He owned a huge, old house. Its walls were strong, its rooms were filled with expensive furniture, and his storage rooms were full of golden wheat and grain. From the outside, his life looked perfect. He had wealth, he had comfort, he had power. But inside his house, there was a hidden problem. Rats, hundreds of rats. They lived in his walls. They ran across his floors at night. They chewed his clothes. They destroyed his grain. Every morning, he would wake up and find more damage, more loss, more frustration. At night, he could hear their tiny footsteps. Scratch, scratch, scratch. He was rich, but he could not sleep peacefully in his own house. He felt like a king whose palace was secretly being destroyed. He felt angry. He felt embarrassed. And most of all, he felt helpless. One day, he decided enough was enough. He went to the market. He searched carefully, and then he saw it. A beautiful white cat. Its fur was clean and shining like snow. Its eyes were calm and confident. It looked elegant, powerful, special. The seller said it was rare, and very expensive. The landlord did not hesitate. He paid a high price and brought the white cat home. The moment the cat entered the house, everything began to change. The white cat moved silently, carefully, patiently. It watched, it waited, and then it hunted. One by one, the rats disappeared. In just 2 days, the house became silent. No scratching sounds, no running shadows, no destroyed grain. For the first time in months, the landlord slept peacefully. He felt safe. He felt proud. He felt grateful. The white cat had saved his home. But human memory can be very short. After a few days, the landlord noticed something. The cat was resting, sleeping in corners, eating food, doing nothing. The landlord started thinking. His mind began whispering negative thoughts. The rats are gone. The problem is solved. This cat is now useless. Why should I waste my food on it? Slowly, gratitude disappeared. He forgot the fear. He forgot the damage. He forgot the sleepless nights. He only saw one thing now. A cat that was eating without working. His heart became cold. And one day, without emotion, without hesitation, he opened the door and threw the white cat outside. He said coldly, "Go. Your work is done." The white cat looked back one last time. Its eyes were calm, quiet, loyal, but it said nothing. It simply walked away, gone. Forever. For a few weeks, everything was fine. The landlord felt smart. He felt proud of his decision. He told himself, I made the right choice. But life has a strange rule. Problems that are ignored often return stronger. After 1 month, the rats came back. Not a few hundreds. They were faster, more fearless, more destructive. They tore his grain. They chewed his furniture. They even damaged his doors. The landlord was furious. His peace was gone again. His house was under attack again. He realized his mistake, but it was too late. The white cat was gone. Desperate, the landlord went back to the market. This time, he bought another cat, a black cat. This cat was different. It was not beautiful, not rare, not expensive, but its eyes were sharp, intelligent, observant. The landlord brought it home and waited happily. He expected the same result. He expected the rats to disappear quickly. But something strange happened. The black cat hunted differently. Sometimes it caught a rat and let it go. Sometimes it chased rats, but didn't kill them. And sometimes It brought rats in front of the landlord, showing its skills, showing its power, like a performer on a stage. The landlord was impressed. He thought, "This cat is amazing. This cat is talented. This cat is valuable." But the black cat understood something the white cat never thought about. It understood human nature. It understood fear. It understood dependency. The black cat made a clever decision. It never removed all the rats. It only controlled them. It kept them alive. Just enough to keep the landlord afraid. Just enough to keep itself important. Because the black cat knew one dangerous truth. If the problem disappears completely, it will also become unnecessary. So it kept the problem alive, and in doing so, it secured its own survival. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed, years passed. The landlord became completely dependent on the black cat. He believed the cat was protecting him. He fed it the best food. He gave it the best place to sleep. He treated it like royalty. Meanwhile, the rats still existed. The damage still happened. But the landlord felt safe, because he believed he had a protector. The black cat lived comfortably, not because it solved the problem, but because it managed it. Carefully, cleverly, strategically. And this reveals a painful truth about the world. Sometimes, people are not rewarded for solving problems. They are rewarded for making themselves necessary. The white cat solved the problem completely. It was loyal, honest, effective, and it was thrown away. The black cat kept the problem alive. It was clever, strategic, and it became valuable, not because it was better, but because it made the landlord dependent. This happens everywhere, in workplaces, in friendships, in life. Sometimes, loyalty is forgotten. Sometimes, true helpers are discarded. And sometimes, the ones who create dependency are the ones who stay. This is the bitter reality of human nature. People often don't value loyalty. They value usefulness. And usefulness often depends on dependency. So remember this. In your life, never forget the ones who helped you in your hardest times. Never throw away loyal people once your problem is solved. Because one day, you may face the same problem again, and the loyal protector you once had will no longer be there. And also, be careful not to become someone who survives by keeping problems alive. Be someone who solves problems honestly, even if the world doesn't always reward you immediately, because true value is not in being needed. True value is in being loyal, and true loyalty is rare. If this story made you think, take a moment and ask yourself, are you valuing loyalty in your life or dependency? Comment your thoughts below. And if you believe loyalty should never be forgotten, subscribe for more powerful life stories that can change the way you see the world. Because sometimes, the smallest stories carry the biggest truths.